Considering that this was the year of COVID, this was sort of the highlight set for a particular slot or anything connected to test tubes and vaccine formation and that kind of thing. So 16 patients in a hospital must undergo a blood test for a disease. It is known that exactly one of them has the disease. The hospital has only 8 testing kits A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and has decided to pool blood samples of patients into 8 vials for the tests. Patients are numbered 1 to 16 and the vials are labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. अलग अलग पेशेंट्स का ब्लड लेकर उन्होंने अलग अलग वाइल्स में डाला है. And these combinations are presented below. The following table shows the vials into which each patient's blood sample is distributed. For example, patient number 1 का blood has gone into vials B, D, F, H. ठीक है. Patient 7 का blood has gone into different vials B, C, E, H and B के अंदर और patients का भी blood आया है. B के अंदर patients 1 to 8 का है. ठीक है. So, if a patient has the disease, then each vial containing his or her blood sample will test positive. Very strong statement. That अगर patient 1 has the disease, obviously जिस vial में उसका blood गया है, it will test positive. ठीक है. If a vial tests positive, then अच्छा, vial for example, vial B is positive. अभी मैंने क्या बताया? If patient 1 has the disease, then जिस vial में उसका blood जाएगा B, D, F, H, they will all turn out to be positive. If a vial tests positive, one of the patients whose blood samples were mixed into the vial has the disease. For example, vial B is positive. अगर वाइल बी पॉजिटिव है, सो लॉजिकल, जिसका खून गया है वाइल बी में उसमें से किसी के पास भी डिजीज़ हो सकता है. सो वाइल बी हैज़ बिन रिसीव्ड बाय फ्रॉम पेशेंट्स 1 to 8. 1 to 8 में किसी के पास भी हो सकता है डिजीज़. ठीक है. बट इफ़ अ वाइल टेस्ट्स नेगेटिव, then none of the patients whose blood samples were mixed in the vial has the disease. Solid. This is a huge statement, not that logical, but it says that, for example, if vial B is negative, then none of the patients whose blood samples were mixed in the vial has the disease. Vial B में किस का blood गया है? 1 to 8. 1 to 8 don't have the disease. According to the question, 1 to 8 do not have the disease. According to this, let us answer the questions. Suppose vial C tests positive. ठीक है. तो vial C अगर positive है, then one of the patients whose blood samples were mixed in the vial has the disease. तो vial C किस का है? Putting a dot to show that vial C tests positive means 1 out of all of these patients has the disease. Patients 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16. Vials AEH test negative. जिसका भी blood AEH में गया है, they don't have the disease. ठीक है. So let's calculate A वाले सारे हटा दो. Vial A में जिसका blood गया है, they don't have the disease. E हटा दो, ये दोनों E वाले गए. H हटा दो, H वाला गया. They don't have the disease. So therefore, the answer is patient number 6. Patient 6 has the disease. So answer is C part. If you have not understood this, just read this paragraph again. Listen to what I have said. Very clearly explained in the paragraph and in the explanation. You're done. ठीक है. अगर ये ठीक से समझ में आ गया, set is very easy. Suppose vial A tests positive. D and G are negative. then which of the vials should we test next to identify the patient with the disease? तो D and G नेगेटिव मतलब D वाले हटा दो एंड G वाले हटा दो. D and G से टेस्ट नेगेटिव. So now either patient 13 has the disease or patient 15. इन दोनों में से we have to decide. ठीक है, that who has the disease. Which vial should we test next to identify the patient? Check. Between these two patients, A, C, and H are common. बचे F and E. Out of F and E, you should check. Which one? One out of F and E. Options में आपको E दिया हुआ है, so that's what you need to go for. E को check करोगे. If E is tests negative, then patient 15 is out. If E tests positive, then patient 15 has the disease. Simple, straightforward, almost done. Which of the following combinations of test results is not possible? ये हो ही नहीं सकता. It's not possible. ठीक है. While B is positive. So basically, why would something not be possible? Why would something not be possible? बताओ. Which of the following combinations of test results is not possible? Logically think. कि ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. Is a test result possible where you are able to find out one patient who has the disease? Sure, because one patient has the disease. Is such a result possible where in the end it is telling us that maybe out of these two or three people somebody has the disease? That is possible. This happened in question 22 only, where somebody out of patient 13 and 15 had the disease, right? So multiple people might have, and then you might have to do some more tests to find out that अच्छा इसमें तो disease नहीं है. ठीक है. What is not possible is अगर आपने अपने test results कर दिए and as a result you realize that nobody has the disease. How is it possible that nobody has the disease when the question has stated clearly that somebody has the disease? ठीक है. A part. While B is positive, C, F, H are negative. तो C वाले हटाओ, F वाले हटाओ, and H वाला हटाओ. So patient 4 has the disease. A is possible. Option B try कर लो. A and G are positive. G वाले. A and G are positive. D and E are negative. D वाले हटाओ, E वाले हटाओ, D and E are negative. So from these results, we realize that out of patient 2, 6 and 14, somebody has the disease. Obviously, one person has ना. तो वो test results, these are possible और भी करने पड़ेंगे to find out the actual person who has the disease. ठीक है. Next, B and D are positive. F and H are negative. C part. F and H are negative. F and H वाले हटा दो. F and F और ये H. ठीक है. और F and H. F है इसमें, F है इसमें. Okay, F and H are negative. So ये आपके बचे patients 4, 8 and 12. Somebody out of 4, 8 and 12 has the disease. At this point, we know that answer has to be D part, but check कर लेते हैं. D part. A and E are positive. A and E, C and D are negative. ये D वाले सारे negative. If while D is negative means इन patients के पास disease नहीं है. ये C वाले गए, C and D. ये D वाले गए, ये C वाले गए. लो, you have done the test results, पता चला किसी के पास disease नहीं है. That's not possible because somebody has the disease. Somebody has the disease. ठीक है. Last question. Suppose one of the lab assistants accidentally mixed two patients' blood samples before they were distributed to the vials. Which of the following correctly states or represents the set of all positive numbers of, sorry, possible numbers of positive test results out of the 8 vials. अगर आपका one patient is has the disease, आपने उसके साथ, for example, let's say patient 1 has the disease, ठीक है. अभी आपने क्या किया, दैट पेशेंट 1 की वजह से वाइल्स BDFH, दिस इज एन एग्जाम्पल, ओके. पेशेंट 1 हैज़ द डिजीज. बिकॉज ऑफ पेशेंट 1 vials BDFH are contaminated. ठीक है. Suppose one of the lab assistants accidentally mixed two patients' blood samples. मान लो patient 1 and 16 have been mixed. अगर पेशेंट 1 and 16 फॉर एग्जाम्पल मिक्स कर दिया है, देन नाउ 16 वाले सारे वाइल्स कंटामिनेट हो गए बिकॉज उसमें पेशेंट 1 का भी आ गया. 16 नाउ गेट्स कंटामिनेटेड बिकॉज उसमें पेशेंट 1 का भी आ गया. दैट मीन्स ACEG आर ऑल्सो कंटामिनेटेड. सो BDFH, ACEG is all of the 8 vials. ACEG becomes all of the 8 vials. ठीक है. अगर पेशेंट 1 हैज़ द डिजीज, 1 के साथ 15 मिक्स कर दिया तो BDFH ACEH, H रिपीट हो रहा है. सो 7 vials will get contaminated. 7 vials will get contaminated. ठीक है. उसके बाद यहाँ पे ले लो समथिंग एल्स. BDFH 4 vials हैं. ECFG सिर्फ F रिपीट हो रहा है. इधर आ जाओ कहीं पे. 7 vials ACF, इधर आ जाओ. लेट्स ट्राई पेशेंट 13. सो BDFH 4 vials एंड ACFH 2 और vials, 6 vials will get contaminated. 6 vials will get contaminated because F and H repeat हो रहा है. ठीक है. Now can we take something where only one vial is common? ये लो, पेशेंट 1 एंड पेशेंट 2. पेशेंट 1 हैज़ द डिजीज, पेशेंट 2 के साथ मिक्स कर दिया BDFH एंड BDFG, तो अनदर वाइल बिकम्स G. तो 5 vials will get contaminated. एंड लुक एट दीज पीपल, इन्होंने D ऑप्शन दिया हुआ है आपको. 5 6 7 8, माई गॉड. सो दिस वॉज अ टफ क्वेश्चन ओवर हियर. मान लो that the person who has the disease is patient 1, but the lab assistant has mixed 2 other patients, मान लो 7 and 8, जिनके पास disease नहीं है. Are you getting what is happening? If he has mixed 2 patients 7 and 8 who don't have the disease, that means that they are not leading to any contamination. Patient 1 is the only person leading to contamination. That means patient 1 वाले vials ही contaminate होंगे. ये 4, only these 4, no others. If he ends up mixing 2 patients का blood जिनके पास disease ही नहीं है, right? Then they will not contaminate anything because they don't have the disease. The only the person who has the disease will contaminate 4 vials. So the answer is 4 5 6 7 8. B part is the right answer for question 24, and that is the end of the set.